Hey guys, welcome to the after show of the podcast devoted to the bucket list. So just to give you a little bit of a summary, in the main part we talked about bucket lists in general, why people compile bucket lists, what they normally put in there, and why bucket lists may not work. And in the after show, as usual, we're going to talk a little bit more about some personal things. So about our experience, our attitude, and so on and so forth. So guys, first of all, just to remind our listeners, Natalie, you have a bucket list. Alona and Nora, you do not have any bucket list. So that's why when we talk about things in bucket list, let's say that in your case, we're going to talk about potential plans, dreams, wishes. Not necessarily like them being put on paper or not paper and so on. So I am going to ask you about your dreams and stuff in general categories, let's say. So, and my first question would be, what would be some places, countries, landmarks that you would have on your bucket list? Something you want to visit?
New Zealand.
New Zealand.
Yeah.
Why?
Because,
Hobbitland?
of course, but also Haka.
The what?
Haka.
What is
Yeah, I
that?
don't know, to visit some sort of sports event and to see all men and women doing that tribal dance. Something. Have you seen that?
No.
I don't know. I think it's
with
so
Maori tattoos and everything.
It's so emotional. It dives you deep into, I don't know. It's something.
Wow.
Right.
That is so great.
And hobbits too, yes.
And hobbits.
Small people, you know. Yeah, that's,
Yeah.
So
they're adorable.
To see the sites where the films were made, of course, that would be nice, and to experience, I don't know, the culture. I think it's really unusual to us.
I have one
To check if the people walking on their heads.
I mean, it's New Zealand. Yeah.
Right, of course.
I mean, if you have that on your point, like on your bucket list, you should add Australia then.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, but
mean-
I'm afraid of spiders, you know.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm the same.
I kind of, if there is one, it's fine. So I
Really?
can just shoo it and let it go, and but not the Australian style, you know, when they're like in the sky, there are
And they're these
thousands
big,
of them, and
Spider bats. Kind of like a
Moving
mixture
on.
of it. Okay, let's
So
change
I'm the
topic.
one who just has arachnophobia. So I'm terrified of
Oh,
them.
really?
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
terrified. So unfortunately, my mom's daughter, there are so many of them. So that's why she knows the drill. When I come, we go to every single corner of the house and
check everything.
the
yeah.
toilet that is outside. I'm like, Mom, she's like, I've killed everyone. Like, nope, there are still two of them. She's like, how do you notice them? I'm like, it's the enemy.
Yeah.
Know where your enemy is.
Instinctively, yeah.
Even like the tiny ones.
Yes. I mean, ugh.
No.
Anywho, Alona, you have mentioned, to see where movies were shot and so on. I think you might have on your bucket list the same place that I have on my bucket list, which is Warner Brothers Studio in London, where Harry Potter was made, with
Sure.
all of the original things, the costumes, the everything.
Visit the King's Cross
Station.
right?
I've been there.
I don't know, to take
There is-
photos
there is-
next to that wall, to hear the announcement. Yeah.
There used to be this trolley. Yeah,
Yeah.
but now there isn't. At least there wasn't in 2020.
Well,
Now
2020 was
probably.
What happened? They canceled the
bad.
train?
It's like no Hogwarts, it's the pandemic. Online wizarding class.
They locked down the school because of the false magical experiments went wrong. You know. Why not?
Okay.
So, Natalie, what about you?
So I think Latin America and South America sounds really interesting. Central America as well, like
So
all these
the
places.
Americas.
Yeah, like all the Americas actually. Yeah. Canada, Vancouver. Yeah, I would love to go there.
Mexico. Yeah.
Mexico, yeah, again, like
Yeah.
all
The Amazon
this-
region. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I think so. Mhm.
Again, after hiking, in Altai, I can go hiking there in the jungle.
sure.
I think it's
Why
easier
not?
probably. Yeah.
The amount of things that can kill you, though, in the Amazon
bit
jungle is
more.
much more than just, the Altai Mountains.
People
Probably.
included. Yeah.
Maybe.
We know that in Brazil there are some places.
Brazil is dangerous.
Maybe.
There are people.
Oh yeah, in Mexico, yeah,
It's like I
dangerous
recently,
trafficking.
you know, speaking of like dangers and everything, not related to the topic of bucket list, but I noticed like a job opportunity and they were looking for a teacher of Russian and I was like, oh, it sounds interesting, you know, good conditions and everything, but
In?
Venezuela.
Oh,
And I'm like,
Aha.
Venezuela and Uruguay. And I'm like, hell no. Hell no.
I mean,
It's like
a
absolutely.
challenge for you, you know.
And these are some of the most dangerous Latin American countries. So they still have the kidnapping, which is very common. So I'm like,
I think even the daytime walking is really
Yeah, probably.
dangerous.
Well,
places, countries.
Latin America can work, or Africa.
I was thinking about Africa
Is
too,
in
actually, yeah.
the heart of African, one of the countries in the heart of Africa. You just join a tribe.
Join a tribe.
You live happily.
Yeah, live
Till you
happily.
die, yeah.
Just learn how to play their traditional drums or whatever.
Okay.
Why not?
All right.
And just exercise some cannibalism and just being eaten. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. And come back if you can. Yeah, why not?
Probably
Off
not.
the top of my head. Sorry.
Interesting things that come on the like off the top of your head.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm blaming my subconscious. Sorry, guys.
That's some void you're in, you know. So all righty. Okay.
Okay.
Well, you know what? So I am, since as I've mentioned in the main part, I'm crazy about lists and so on. So I actually have a bucket list over here in my phone since 2019.
Share us.
So regarding places, countries, and landmarks, I have Latin America, like Peru, Argentina, especially Argentina.
yeah.
I'd love to live there one day for some time at least. Niagara Falls, but from the Canadian side. To go through the US by car.
Oh,
I'm happy to say that
The road trip kind of, right?
we actually have a video about road trips with Ur, so make sure to check this out. There are some things that I've already marked as done. So let's say visited the US, London, see the Grand Canyon. So this is something I did. So yeah, I used to have a point in my bucket list of visiting every continent.
ooh.
But what I wanted to mention in the main part, but I completely forgot about.
I have two remaining, I guess. Yeah. That was the Africa and Americas. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about Australia?
That's another. I'm sorry already. You want me to go out? Leave the room. I'm sorry. I'm just kidding.
But you know, I think that whenever we have a bucket list, I actually read a book about like time management, how much time we have and so on and so forth. And the idea over there was to write down a bucket list, you know, and revisit it every 1 or 2 years. Because sometimes it's totally okay that something is no longer your priority, something is no longer your thing. So in coming with like places, countries and landmarks, I used to have a point of like visiting every continent. But at some point, I just realized I don't want to set foot in Australia. For some reason, this is not a place that I want to visit. I'm terrified of spiders. I am like basically, you know, half an hour in the sun and I'm like bacon on a frying pan, you know, sizzling. So, and I've realized that this place does not have something that would attract me so much as to go through the whole world, you know.
Only kangaroos and koalas.
I've never been interested.
Would it birds?
To be honest.
I mean, they have
Big
quokkas.
barrier reef.
Yeah.
Why not? So to see that, to go dive in there, it's huge. And
You can go
it's
diving
lovely.
anywhere.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just for me, it does not outweigh the disadvantages, I'd say.
And it's so far. It's like it takes so much time to go
The
there.
huge ozone hole, you know.
Exactly. I was going to say it.
Yeah, no, it's just, again, no offense. I have friends from Australia. Like, I've been thinking about going there, but it's just at this point, it's not something I would like to be doing.
Because we grow up, we develop, and so we change our dreams and goals.
And that's fine.
This is part of the life, actually.
Is it, speaking of actually, since we've touched upon this, is there anything you kind of used to want, like some dream you used to have or something you used to have on your bucket list, but now you kind of change your mind? You're like, I no longer want to do that.
I used to want a big flat, for instance, like my own, but then I actually started renting one, and I realized that that was a good thing for me because I can change it whenever I want. I can, I don't know, move somewhere. So for me right now, so yeah, this is
The priorities have
priority.
changed. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
That was the thing.
I don't know. Traveling that much, maybe. I used to travel a lot for the last 2 years, 3 years. I'm kind of semi-stable in a way. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think probably programming. So I wanted to, learn how to program like seriously. Because again, all my family are engineers and it's all like,
Had you been thinking about like switching careers?
It wasn't like really serious, but I always had, this tab on my computer, like, programming courses, different stuff, and I was actually going to do that like for a long time. But now I'm kind of thinking like, it takes a lot of time. If you actually want to go to the market, you need like 10 years of that. So yeah.
Okay.
Same with, medicine and stuff. So like, again, if you want to even be a nurse, you have to stay for like so long.
Many years. Yeah. That is true.
What about you,
Yeah.
Kate?
I used to have a point on my bucket list about getting a PhD.
Oh,
Because I was thinking about actually like going more into science, getting a master's. Oh, actually,
I've been there. Yeah,
I still have it.
I've been there.
you still have it. Whoa.
The thing is, I'm sorry to
No,
interrupt
go
you.
for it.
The thing is, I want to have that face-to-face education.
Not online.
And, online or just correspondence course. No, that is not my thing. I'm too irresponsible for that. And it's not interesting. I want to dive in those scientific studious atmosphere. So this is what I want. So my master's or maybe PhD, like in a few fields, I think, right? So, but it's time, it's money. So
It's
maybe.
a lot of commitment.
A
Yeah, a
lot.
lot of commitment. Because my point, on my bucket list was to get a PhD in the US, but it's 5 to 7 years.
Of course, yeah.
5 to 7 years of constant study. You cannot really have a daily job, like 9 to 5 job and then get and acquire a PhD in the meantime. So no, it's a lot of commitment. And I thought, you know what, maybe not
Not in this lifetime.
maybe not.
Yeah, my brother's wife, she's getting her PhD in history. Like she's, graduating from there. But she's also learning IT stuff at the same time. So she's like getting 2 jobs.
So PhD is like a hobby.
Exactly.
Science.
Exactly.
And then something
And
is
she's
more.
really good at like both of it,
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Very smart.
So speaking of bucket lists, if we talk about like places, countries, landmarks, what about festivals? I know that a lot of people would have something like Coachella, the Burning Man, the Comic-Con.
Rumbling.
Yes.
San Diego.
I would love to go to a Comic-Con.
Or NAMM, like North American Music Messe. Yeah.
So you're more into music festivals then?
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
I would say so too.
Alona's more nerdy, so you're more into
Aw.
Comic-Cons.
Oh, come on. It's like,
Or Met Gala, attending to Met Gala, or like an Oscar
Okay,
ceremonies
okay.
or whatever. That would work too.
This year the tickets were $50,000 to Met Gala.
Met Gala, right? Yeah.
And have you seen the dresses that they wore?
That's, yeah.
Come on, you
Usually,
don't do that to yourself, right? Just behave,
But that's the whole point of it. Like, to dress in a weird way.
Extravagantly.
Yeah.
So have you seen Jared Leto's?
Eccentrically.
Yeah.
I mean, he nailed it this year.
Right.
Yeah.
Natalie, do you have any sort of festivals, events that you want
something about music probably. Yeah, I would say.
music festival?
Yeah.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
the Burning Man kind of sounds interesting.
So we
I
have the
would say.
music team, and Alona and I were like the nerds.
Nerds, yeah.
The music fans and the nerds.
High five.
Boom.
You don't want to go to the music festivals. Come on.
Kind of. So
Cover your ears.
if there was
Aw.
Linkin Park, I would go.
Aw.
But
Well, yeah.
yeah.
What about, so Natalie, you mentioned skills. So as one of the categories that people have on their bucket list. So what are some sort of, well, let's call them like hobbies, activities, or sports that you want to try?
Education is there.
I would never put education into a hobby list because, like, what do you mean by education? Like a PhD?
I don't know.
That's not really a hobby.
Some sort of
Self-education.
Yeah,
maybe.
self-education. I mean, I'd love to have a certificate at least in maybe psychology. So maybe pedagogical stuff,
I
right?
have a couple from Coursera, actually.
Oh, Natalie, I love Sarah.
No, I've told you
Sponsored
my
by-
thing,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So this is a face-to-face thing, so
Yeah, it's
that
more
I
fun.
really want
Yeah.
to. So
I agree.
I've had a couple of certificates from those online webinars and
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
and so
But
it's not
it's
interesting.
still fun. No, come on, you get the knowledge. Oops.
I need interaction. I need socializing.
Yeah.
So
That's
that's the
reasonable,
point.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Definitely.
So what about activities maybe?
Yeah, actually speaking about skills. Yeah.
Skills, activities. I mean, we would
Yeah,
put
yeah.
them into the same category, like skills, activities, stuff like that. Because skills, like, not only limited to like knowledge.
Oh, I
but-
have one.
Languages, I would say. Like, I want to learn every goddamn language in the world. Seriously.
You're going to need like a cat 9 lives to do that.
Yeah, it wouldn't be
Right.
enough, probably. Yeah.
So I
To
would
learn
agree.
Chinese probably till the end, like till the end. Yeah, as if there is end. But yeah. later on.
Japanese is on my list.
Arabic is in mine.
Ugh,
So German,
I love German.
I studied both. So
What is like, what the hell is going on here?
I know a bit German too.
I love German.
Yeah,
So languages.
languages.
I feel like language teachers are always like that. Like
Yes.
one is never enough.
But it's like
Two
another
is kind of fun, but
universe.
still, there's always the desire for one more,
more,
one
yeah.
more.
Challenge also.
And compare them, and you're
Exactly, and
like,
you're
oh,
like,
have you seen
so
those
many
things
revelations,
here
you know,
in
it's like,
Russian
oh my
and
God.
English. Yeah.
It's like, whoa.
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay.
Ballroom dancing, guys. really.
Maybe.
Just proper ballroom dancing.
Aww.
You guys
I
have
don't know.
like fancy lives, I admire you. Ballroom,
Fancy plans.
Yeah, plans. Yeah, I don't know. That's,
What about you?
I don't know. I just want to learn something basic, simple, but everything related. Like, I don't know, like fishing, how to fish
We
so
spoke
properly. Yeah, we
about
talked
this,
about
yeah.
it before.
I have 2 basic things that I want to learn though.
Fishing, maybe, I don't know, like, and how to repair a car by myself using my hands.
Oh,
or,
that's a nice
I
one.
don't know. That's simple things. And
Yeah. I have a couple like that.
tell me more.
I want to learn how to swim.
Okay. Okay.
I was growing up in Yakutia, okay,
Okay. All right.
So not that you have
That's a
like a lot of time to
fundamental-
swim anywhere.
Like 2 months a year. Yes.
Fundamentals. Okay.
So
That's
yeah, I
nice.
know. Like,
Actually, I have a student and he learned how to swim this year. He's like
yeah,
27.
it's okay to do that when you're
Yeah.
done.
Yeah, that's
I
no
actually
problem.
have I know a girl and she's like, hey guys, I'm looking for someone to join me on like swimming classes for beginners. And I'm like, yay, sounds nice. Tell me more. And she's like, so it's at 6:30 a.m. I'm like, nope,
Come
no,
on.
goodbye.
Get alive. Sorry.
Not gonna happen.
I have an ex-colleague, so and she is a trainer now. Yes, so I can share the
So,
details.
yeah.
And what's the
That's
second
so
one? I'm
fun.
sorry. What is the second one?
Well, actually, okay, I have a couple.
You
To
said
learn.
2.
Well, I looked at my bucket list and forgot about one more. So to learn how to swim, to learn how to do makeup, but like all those nice colors and so on, to learn how to drive.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
I don't have a driver's license. I realize that I want to understand how to drive. I'm terrified of doing it in Russia because drivers are super aggressive here.
Really?
Oh God, yeah. Yeah,
Kinda,
they cut
kinda.
you, they cut you off, like, oh no, they're
Yeah,
pretty
just on my
aggressive.
way here, so I had a conversation with a taxi driver, and he was like, "Oh, yesterday I had almost an accident, and because
Yeah,
of
that's scary.
one of
That's
the
scary. I mean, you
women
can
was
just
taken."
Die, basically, easily.
Well,
I can
yeah.
drive, but I don't have the license. So
Easily achievable things, by the way.
It's possible. I'm not saying that it's something like impossible. No, I have some possible things. It's just this is something I want to do in the future, possibly in another country. So initially my plan was to do that in the US, but when the pandemic started, like it put an end to some of my plans for the time.
That's nice.
So yeah. What about career goals? Do you guys have some sort of a plan, a dream, or something related to your career? Not necessarily like huge career goals, but maybe something you want to do, achieve, and so on.
I want to, try to be, always like digital painting and digital stuff. So I would like to try, doing this. Because I've tried doing it actually, and it's kind of fun. So maybe I can,
I think it falls into the category of like skills more than
I would say so. Yeah, but
career.
again, it's if I actually could make it into the career.
Got it.
Not just painting for fun, but like,
like a side hustle.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
I don't know, maybe a bit of a modeling. Yeah, I've tried it a little bit with my friends, and so I like it pretty much. So maybe, I need some more friends, who can drag me into that
That's fun.
sphere
That's
as well.
fun.
Yeah, why not?
Fair enough.
Maybe start up a music academy with a couple of your friends and join. Yeah.
Whoa.
But it's like not like an educating people. Just
I think sometimes we just tend to forget that you were in a band, weren't you?
it was like a million years ago, right? Yeah.
But still.
Yeah.
Aww.
That would be nice. Oh, come on. Yeah, that would be nice.
We have Ola as well, you can just form a band.
Yeah, she's into music.
She does everything.
She's into
seriously.
music as well.
She can sing, she can like play a million of instruments. So she's like, wow.
That is cool. That is really cool.
Hey, Olia.
I honestly admire people who can play musical instrument because when I was already an adult, like I think 2-3 years ago, I told to my sister, because my sister's has some background in music of 15 years, playing the piano and so on. And just at some moment in life, she had to make a choice, either to go further into the music world and make that her career, or to go into math. And she chose science and math, which I think was definitely the right choice. Anywho.
Of course, yeah.
And
What about you?
she gave me a couple of classes, just to, and I realized that, oh my God, I'm hopeless at like keeping, remember sometime before the podcast, some weeks ago, we were talking about the rhythm and everything and music. And I was like, I cannot even comprehend that,
But you did it today before we started.
But more about like how to do all these like rhythm things and so on, the exercises. I'm like, oh my God, you have to keep so many things in mind.
Yeah.
How do people manage to read the notes, and so on?
Yeah, the
and
notes is really challenging. For me, it
Most
was
of it, the ones with
the most of
ADHD
it.
problems. That's
Okay, fair enough.
It was
that's a trick.
such a struggle for me when I went to musical school and I played the piano a little bit, and it was like I had to sit like and concentrate on the notes, like for half an hour to actually play something. It was like, okay, this is this note. Oh, a butterfly. Okay.
Yeah.
I had to get back to this. Yeah,
Easily distracted.
Adorable.
really.
So 50 courses, of course, right?
Kind of makes sense now. Alrighty.
Lovely. Yes.
It's interesting how the three of you were asked about career-related bucket lists or dreams and so on. None of you guys has said anything about English language or teaching. Okay.
I don't know, because it all changes. When we have already discussed it in a previous podcast, we all
And
four
we've
were
been teaching
together.
for quite a long time. So,
It's about changing your career and stuff just in a click of the fingers. So I never know what's going to happen tomorrow about
Fair
that.
enough.
So
Fair
that's why
that's true.
there are some ideas. Like I'd love to take, for instance, a pronunciation course. I've been following a couple of teachers who phonetists, who provide those courses, but I haven't decided yet which one. So for a couple of years, I'm still following. I'm still picking up some ideas, but
Okay.
Changing careers is crazy. I have a friend, Sveta, you know her actually, she's also a teacher.
Well, I mean,
Sveta,
she's still teaching
she's still
though.
a teacher,
but she's also an aerial yoga instructor.
Exactly. And she's doing it like,
alternate career, like teaching,
but she
and
still
yoga
does
instructor.
both. And it's so cool. I'm so proud of her. It's like, whoa.
That's great. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
That's
I have
true.
the same friend. So she's an English tutor, not like a teacher, mostly like a tutor for.
Katya probably?
No, not Katya. My colleague from work. So, and she is a yoga instructor as well. Yes.
Because you need some physical activity, especially when teaching online.
Yes.
I've been thinking about, becoming like, I don't know, a trainer or something like that in the gym.
Oh,
Why not?
Well, yeah.
Or a barista,
Yeah, Yeah, I remember you even attended and completed some courses.
I did. I haven't applied for some jobs, but then I was like, okay, no. Because again, it was kind of for teenagers or something like that. And
I think this is more of a stereotype that we still have here in Russia, because in the Western world, people can work as barista and in the coffee industry at any age with any sort of degree just because they like it.
Yeah, but again, it would be mostly about owning a place or something like that.
Well, again, this is all due to these stereotypes.
Yeah.
That I hope will change. Yeah.
It's about it's low paid, obviously.
That is true. It's
But if you have some part-time job there and part-time job in another place.
I was thinking about doing it actually. I was ready, to wake up at 6, go to the coffee place, and then go back to work. So
drink all the coffee before you start working.
Class, okay, let's learn conditionals.
It's like with a shaky hands. Okay, all right. Anything about food?
Yeah, of course, cooking. Yeah, we've spoken about this as well.
What about food you like to try? Like we've talked about the puffer fish, you said?
Yeah, puffer fish, yeah.
So, I haven't tasted a lot of Indian food, actually. So, and I have a friend and she's, a student actually. And she's married to an Indian guy. She lives in the USA actually. And she told me a lot about, this cuisine, how crazy it is, how it's like interesting. There's a lot of spices, a lot of combinations, and it's like, wow, I think it's fascinating.
All right. Okay.
There used to be a vegetarian cafe, yeah. So have you been there?
Oh, I've heard about this.
Yeah, so I've been there a couple of times. So
there's Little India,
and there's the same owner, if I'm not mistaken.
Really?
Yeah, so
okay.
I haven't been to any, but I've heard.
I'm not sure about Little India if it's still open, but I know that they moved to the Altai region. Yeah,
okay.
to
for them.
To the mountains, to those. Yeah,
the atmosphere.
Right, atmosphere and stuff. Yeah, because there are a lot of yoga courses, meditation courses in the Altai. So that's why I think. Yeah, probably.
Coming back, food. Is there any food you guys would like
not to like food, but like place? I would like to go to Tokyo and try as much local food as possible, because I'm like an anime raised person, right? And so all those I don't know, yakitori, udon and stuff. And
actually, I have a student. She just came back from Japan.
My good friends living in Tokyo.
You told me.
Yes, and and she's so evil and mean, so she never
evil.
I can tell you, so she never shares what's going on there, like about the places she visits and the food she tries. No, just like a regular phone conversation and about your family life and stuff. And you're like, come on, this is the sakura blossoming time. So can't you, I don't know, share
like
a couple of yes. Or, so she visited Kyoto, where her husband's family lives, and nothing. And you're like, oh.
So Japan then, food tour, gastro tour to Japan.
Right. Maybe the same in Mexico. Yeah.
Okay.
Gastro tour, So Japan.
You said Mexico in my head immediately. The song tequila.
I was thinking something else about Mexico.
I have the mariachi song. Yeah.
I mean tacos, tequila.
Me gusta tocar guitarra.
Mariachis.
Yeah.
Okay.
Food. I guess I have eaten everything weird that I ever imagined, so I don't have any kind of list or like item that I would try this. Yeah.
Okay, all right. I think I'm like Alona. I more have like places like I would love to try street food in South Korea, or to have some things that I might have already tried, but in the original places, like Italy with the cannoli, with the gelato, with all those things, or pastéis in pastel de nata in Portugal, or the real paella from Valencia, stuff like that, and empanadas. Oh, this is also something I would love to. I know I would love it.
Of course.
So yeah, food is life,
Yes,
and you've just reminded me about street Italian food and like the pizza envelopes that they have. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. So just one more thing.
One more thing. I'm going to edit my bucket list as we speak.
Yeah, right.
You know, but yeah. All righty. Well, I sometimes revisit my bucket list and I'm like, oh my God, yeah, that's true. I would love to do that and this and that. Oh my God, so many things. My last question would be, is there anything unreal that you still kind of dream about that you have on your bucket list, but you know it's probably not going to happen?
Sure.
But it's nice to dream about. What is it?
Kissing with
travel.
mamas.
Yeah.
This is still something,
You can easily do it, probably.
still possible if you go to Peru.
Mhm.
You'll start with ostrich. Okay, got
The
it.
first ostrich, first thing
It's
is
like a
first.
step.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Milestones of
kissing
kissing.
a llama in Peru.
Mm.
Fine.
Yeah, space travel. Yeah.
Space travel.
Time traveling.
Time travel. Would you
Yeah.
really like to try
Why not?
top? See, I'm at a loss for words.
Everybody remembers, I think, the butterfly effect
Yeah.
and stuff, but still,
Oh, yes.
I'd really love to see the dinosaurs in real habitat.
Well,
right?
something probably
Yeah.
unreal.
Yeah,
Which probably
it's
would be the
like-
last thing you would see. But
Okay. So
Okay.
if I'm 80, I think, yeah.
oh, like Natalie, like
No,
I've lived enough.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Natalie, what about you?
Wow. I have so many thoughts now, but I can't choose one. you know.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll pass on it probably.
All
But
right.
I will
Okay.
keep thinking about that all day long, probably.
I'll ask you next week, like in a
Yes.
couple of days, send you a message like, so,
And I'm like,
what would you
okay.
say?
I've got a few ideas, yeah.
All right.
What
Sounds
about you? I'm sorry. What about you, Kate?
I have one which I know is highly unlikely to ever happen in my life, but I would love to have dinner with Stephen Fry.
Ooh.
This is a figure that, like a person who
Okay.
I admire.
Okay.
And I think, oh my God, I would love to see this man, look at him in the face and
Yeah,
say thank you for
I would-
everything he's done.
I would
His
do- I
accent,
think-
yeah. and
yeah,
stuff.
I would join.
So you would join.
Yeah.
So-
definitely.
Yeah, that's
Because I
that's
just
kind of-
admire this person. I do have his autograph though.
Oh.
A little a little second of showing off, you know, before we're saying goodbye.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. So, but guys, we would love to know what is on your bucket list and whether you have any in the first place, and what have you done off your bucket list? What have you ticked off your bucket list? So just remember that we are always out there. We're always eager to talk. So don't be shy. Send us a message. So since you're listening to this after show, it's obvious that you are in our private Telegram chat. So don't hesitate to talk. Like, we're always there. I'm, as the most talkative person, I'm always sad when I'm like, hey guys, how's it doing? And then there's nothing. I'm like, why not? You can practice your English with us. So please do not hesitate. Don't be shy. Do that. And we will see you after the break. So stay tuned. Don't miss out.
See you.
See ya.
See you.